Welcome to this WWE.com exclusive. Michael Cole from SmackDown, Jonathan Coachman, the coach from Raw. Very special treat.
Well, it's been a long time since you and I have been together, but we have strict rules that we have to go by this week.
First, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Harry Smith.
We are, in a sense, scouting Mr. Smith for the possibility of him joining one of our brands.
I wrestle in the UK for the WWE, and I'm very honored to dedicate this match to my father, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
And Smith, indeed, the son of the late British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, and Diana Hart, the sister of Bret the Hitman Hart.
But Cole, he has a tough task this week because this man right here is certainly not a pushover and one of the main stars on the Raw brand.
220 pounds, Carlito.
Also the man who helped point out Hornswoggle.
Yes, he did. And you know, normally me and Carlito get along well, but everybody's been taking delight in the fact that I can't keep track of this young man. But this week right here, we're concentrating on this young Harry Smith. He's 21 years old, 6'5", 250 pounds. And if you don't want him for SmackDown, I certainly, just from the looks of things, would love to have him on Raw.
Okay, Wile E. Coyote, you will take that into account. As
there are some things I'm not proud of.
We'll get set for this Harry Smith versus Carlito matchup. Smith, a third-generation superstar. Of course, the son of the late, great British Bulldog. And you mentioned, Coach, 6'1", 250 pounds. Let's say 6'5", 250 pounds. Tremendous physique, and we've heard a lot about Harry Smith.
Yeah, and I'm a proponent that being a very good, if not great, WWE superstar can be learned at a very young age. So if that is the case, then this kid certainly has a step ahead of anyone else his own age, and maybe anybody that's older than him as well.
Carlito, a second-generation superstar. Harry Smith began training at the age of 16 in the Hart family dungeon, where such names as Chris Jericho and Edge trained.
And if you make it out of the Hart family dungeon, you're already a tough guy, because there's nothing easy about it. There's nothing glamorous about it.
And Harry Smith has got to feel at home here tonight in the United Kingdom.
You know, we've been in England this entire week and had a good time as usual. I know we had Raw and SmackDown in Birmingham, and Harry Smith making the trip over with all the WWE superstars as we're trying to scout to see exactly where this young kid will fit in.
Well, he's impressed Carlito so far. I think Carlito may have thought this match was going to be a bit of a pushover, Coach.
Well, I think he may have, because...
Nice suplex into the cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out.
I think anytime you take on a young kid who may not have the history in the ring, despite his legacy and his lineage, I think Carlito obviously is a very cocky individual. So with all that being said, certainly I think he's taken Harry Smith a little bit lightly.
You know, Smith understands the pressure that goes into this, especially with the legacy that you talked about. And there's Carlito, that shoulder to the steel post. Smith, in an interview with WWE.com, admitted that there's going to be a lot of pressure on him. But he's definitely going to try to make his family proud, make himself proud, and hopefully make all you WWE fans proud as well.
Well, I think in my time as acting general manager and a general manager of Raw,
and as Mr. Regal's assistant, executive assistant. Here's the cover.
You don't need to point that out, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not. I'm here because Mr. McMahon made me be here, not because William Regal sent me. But this kid has had such glowing reviews, not only inside the ring, but out. And that's half the battle. How do you, as a crowd is really getting into this match, and get behind this young Harry Smith?
He says he has the heart and desire in this WWE.com interview.
Well, you've got to have the heart. You've got to have the desire to travel 51 weeks a year and over 200 days a year and wrestle day in and day out and start at such a young age. You got to have heart. That's reason number one.
Smith needs to get back to a vertical base. Carlito really working on that left arm and that shoulder that went into the steel post moments ago. And Smith showing fight, battling out of this. Oh, and Carlito with a high elbow.
And that shows me the wisdom that Carlito has. He knows that he had the upper hand, and if he goes right back to that left shoulder of Harry Smith, he can keep the kid down.
Smith, of course. Here's the cover again by Carlito, hooking the leg and a kick out. Smith, as we mentioned, does not want to, he wants to make a name for himself. Doesn't want to be compared that much to his father. But, what a way to pay respect to his late dad, British Bulldog, coming out to his music earlier today and then dedicating the match to him.
Yeah, it's a feel-good moment, no doubt about it, and that will only get you so far. Once the music goes down, the lights come up, you've got to wrestle. And if you lose and you're not successful, nobody's going to care who your father is. Nobody's going to care who your family is. They're just going to care whether you won or whether you lost.
Well, you got to win matches. That's how you stay in the show. Carlito trying to win this match, working on that left arm. Our great fans in the United Kingdom trying to get Harry Smith back in this matchup.
They really have been terrific, and they are each and every time we come across the pond, and quite frankly, I wish we would come more.
High forearms. And look at that! Tremendous counter by Smith, and Carlito's in trouble. This could be the opening that Harry Smith needs.
And with those 250-plus pounds, you saw what damage it did to Carlito with that impact.
Both men down. Got to make it up to a vertical base before the count of 10. Carlito's up and so is Smith. But Harry Smith trying to build momentum. Clothesline and a nice standing drop kick. And Smith is all fired up.
And if Harry Smith could somehow knock off Carlito in this match, what a huge building block that would be to knock off a superstar the caliber of this man, Carlito.
And Harry Smith showing a lot of that fire that made his dad, the British Bulldog, what he was. Oh, nice suplex bridge cover. Here we go. Got him. No. Kick out at 2.5.
And there are so many similarities between him and his father that we're seeing as he tries to win this match against Carlito. But there you go. What he needed to do was stay on top of Carlito and not listen to the crowd.
They look exactly alike.
They really do. They look alike. They wrestle alike. And as he gets older, certainly Harry Smith will fill out.
Carlito,
wait a second.
He's your buddy. What's all about?
I love how cocky he is, but right now he needs to concentrate on Harry Smith and not on that apple.
Oh, and there goes that apple.
Touche.
Smith with the big right, and Harry Smith. Carlito's in the air.
Wait a second, Cole.
Shades of his dad, the British Bulldog. The running power slam. He got him. What an upset for Harry Smith. You got to be impressed.
Yeah, impressed is right, and upset is exactly what it was, but it was because of that apple. But nevertheless, Harry Smith victorious and looks great.
Thank you for joining us on this WWE.com exclusive.